Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Welcome people from Australia and around the world. It's good to be back, and thank you for everyone that's subscribing. I'd like to share this video with you today. It's Jim Kwik. He's having an interview. He's quite knowledgeable from all around the world. He speaks about taking back control of your life, especially these days with many addictions and a lot of things happening around the world. I'd play the video now and have a look.
Many people these days are complaining that they can't focus. They're struggling with their memory. They just can't pay attention in a way that they used to. So in your view, what's going on?
Yeah, I mean, the world has changed, certainly. Technology, and I'm pretty pro-technology. It maybe hasn't caused it, but it certainly has amplified some of that distraction, that digital distraction. I mean, we live in an age of rings and pings and dings and app notifications, social media alerts, and so I feel like in a way that we're driven to be distracted. And how do you maintain your concentration, which is so important nowadays? You know, we live in the attention economy, and but we're rewiring our brains to react and to be able to focus every little thing that's in our purview. And so, and how are you going to get things done? How are you going to learn? How are you going to study? How are you going to be productive? In my book Limitless, I talk about four digital. It's like the four horsemen, if you will, of the mental apocalypse. And I tend to alliterate, so I made them all D's. The first one actually is digital distraction. With the rise of technology and every like and share and comment and cat video, and then we get those dopamine hits. We're kind of rewired to be distracted. Another one that we're facing that people I think are struggling with right now is this thing called digital deluge. It's feel like there's too much information, but not enough time to go through it all. It feels, some people describe it as taking a sip of water out of a fire hose maybe, or they're drowning in information. And how do you catch up and keep up and get ahead? And some of the things we could talk about here is I talk about accelerated learning, which I think is one of the most important skills to be able to master in the 21st century, to be able to catch up and really thrive. Accelerated learning could also be speed reading. You have so much to read, in your field, and the half-life of information is getting shorter and shorter, but the amount of information is coming at dizzying speed. But how we read it or learn it, that growing gap creates information anxiety, higher blood pressure, compression of leisure time, more sleeplessness. So it could be a big challenge for people. And then there's one that I termed digital deduction.
Digital deduction.
Yeah.
That's the third one, right?
Yeah. Digital deduction. So you have digital distraction and digital deluge. Digital deduction is this phenomenon where it seems like this generation is not having the same ability to think or to rationalize. You applied logic, critical thinking, and it could be because of technology. With algorithms, a lot of technology is doing the thinking for us. Right? It's telling us, giving us our recommendation. It's telling us how to get from here to there. If you think about way back before GPS, we would have to build visual spatial intelligence in order for people to get from here to there. But now we rely on our devices, so we don't have to think. So we're outsourcing that. And then a big one is digital dementia. I mean, think about that. We're so reliant on technology to also be like our external memory drive. I mean, think about how many phone numbers, your audience, you and I used to know growing up. I mean, a lot, right?
A lot, yeah.
Yeah, and how many do we know today? Current numbers, probably could count on one hand, maybe 1, 2, or 3. Not that I want to memorize 500 phone numbers, but it should be concerning that a lot of people complain about not being able to memorize one, a phone number or a PIN number or a passcode or a seed phrase or what they ate that day or a conversation they just had. I believe too.
Yeah, it's quite interesting. I find the brain has been a muscle. I mean, the more you train it, the better it gets. So I think memorizing things is helpful, especially for the brain. I mean, nowadays we rely on so much technology. We don't really need to remember anything, you know, especially now with the age of artificial intelligence. I mean, that's going to change things significantly, you know. We're just going to be, that's the effect of relying too much on technology. I find technology has just been a tool, but how you use this tool is what matters. And I think we just, being a society, we've just relied way too much on technology, you know, like in terms of ordering food and many other things, you know. The days when you used to have to walk to buy your food is reduced a lot, you know. I think that's kind of exercise. You get out of bed, you go for a walk. That's very important, you know. Going old school's the way to go, I believe, you know.
Two of the most costly words sometimes in our life, certainly in our work, are I forgot. I forgot to do it. I forgot to bring it. I forgot that meeting. I forgot that conversation. I forgot what I was going to say. I forgot that person's name. You know, every single time we have those lapses, we could lose time and credibility. We could hurt a relationship.
Those are two powerful words, aren't they? I forgot. It's interesting because it's clearly something that is increasing in society. People in their 30s now are saying, you know, I just can't remember that. I can't remember where I put my keys, right? So,
or something larger like their car.
Or something larger like their car.
You see the people walking around the lot with their car alarms like GPS trying to figure out where to park their car.
So I want to sort of explore what's going on here. You've mentioned these 4 Ds, right?
Yeah.
And of course, they all start with digital.
Yeah.
And you also mentioned that you're pro-technology, right? So it's not necessarily technology that's doing it. Maybe it's the way we're using that technology sometimes that's problematic. So, you know, I think.
Yeah, today was just a short video, guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll be definitely posting more videos in the future. So yeah, it's quite good watching these knowledgeable videos, so please subscribe to my channel and see you guys next time. Thank you.